So I heard a few comments mentioning Facebook earlier, and I like to start off by giving you guys a little info about myself. I can tell you, I'm not one of these guys who goes on Facebook and like creeps on girls' pictures and like creeps on their profiles, you know what I mean? I go on MySpace, because most of my female friends were a lot hotter 6 years ago. I got kicked out at Applebee's a couple weeks ago, which, that's not a punchline. It was total bullshit. Like, Applebee's, why do you even have a discount for members of the military if you don't recognize the KISS Army? I had one of those moments the other day where I felt like I was turning into my dad. Like, I'm getting a little bit older. You ever had that? Like, because I fell asleep in the movies, and I was like, oh, it's just like my dad used to do. But then I thought about it a little more. I'm like, well, my dad fell asleep in the movies because he was raising 4 kids, he was a volunteer firefighter, worked really hard. I fell asleep at the movies because I went to a Chinese buffet and smoked a bowl. It's not quite like my dad. Wasn't a big fan of weed. My dad, I was talking to him the other day about that Rolling Stone cover with the Boston bomber on it. He was really mad about it. And we're talking about it. I'm like, well, Dad, come on. I mean, they put Charles Manson on there in the 70s. And my dad was like, yeah, but he was a musician. I think Rolling Stone, like, I give them a little slack on that, because the night they caught that guy, I was glued to CNN. I don't know if you guys were too, but like, he's in that boat and they're catching him, and they throw his mugshot up on the screen, and I was like, holy shit, it's the guy from The Strokes. Terrorists nowadays, they don't look like terrorists. They look like hipsters to me. Like they just look like hipster kids. And I was thinking about this latest guy, and I was like, do you think he used a pressure cooker bomb because gunpowder would have been too mainstream? Yeah, his brother went up to him like, dude, you want to blow up New York? And he's like, it's been done. I'm so over New York. I was talking to my buddy about it. I'm like, dude, is that guy Al Qaeda? He's like, no. He was with this like small little terrorist cell. You probably never heard of him. I like drinking. Anybody else? Where are my drinkers at? I like drinking and I like being American because we have these holidays that you can go out and celebrate and drink, and you celebrate other people's cultures. Like St. Patrick's Day rolls along. You go out and you drink and you celebrate the Irish, even though if you're not. Cinco de Mayo rolls along, you go out and you drink and you celebrate the Mexicans. Columbus Day rolls along in September. You go out and you drink and you celebrate the assholes. I'm trying to get this started, guys. I think this Columbus Day would be a great drinking holiday. Because on Columbus Day, you can walk in any bar and just act like you own the place. I walk in, they're like, welcome to Molly's. I'm like, bullshit, I'm calling this place Patterson. Because I discovered it. Now get me a drink, you filthy savage. Give me all your silver, your Bacardi silver, and your Goldschlager. Don't go around giving people syphilis, though. That's taking the holiday a little bit too far. I mentioned Facebook again. One thing I saw on Facebook recently is there's a group in Philadelphia that's trying to bring the Olympics to Philly in 2024. What do you guys think about that? Mixed response? I think it needs to happen, personally. Because Philadelphia is the best sports fans in the world, am I right?
Yeah!
Holy shit, can you imagine a Philadelphia sports crowd watching the Olympics? How awesome that would be. That'd be the entertainment in and of itself to me. Like, I'd be watching the crowd the whole time. To hell with the events. If Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, how about a 9-volt, motherfucker? Or imagine that, like, cute as a button, 12-year-old gymnast falls off the balance beam, and the whole crowd just boos her the whole way back to the Ryan. Or like the guy from Uganda who's just by a hair in 500 meters, and he's so proud. He's taking his place up on the podium, and they're playing his national anthem. But all you hear in the crowd is, asshole, asshole, asshole. That shit needs to happen within my lifetime. Thanks, Philly. I'm Jim Patterson.